Every fourth episode is a girly catch up. It's just a little coffee chat, like we're just like meeting up, being like, what the fuck's been going on? So sit back, relax, get a drink, let's talk. Welcome back to Human. My name is Jess, and I have to confess that in last week's episode, I said something, and I have to eat my motherfucking words. If you follow me on Instagram, if you are keeping up, like truly keeping up, one, I'm impressed. Two, you will have maybe caught the fact that I said in last week's episode, I quote, I will never live in Toronto again. Where am I a week later? I posted on Instagram a little bit of a mysterious photo of a kitchen. Home for the next month. I'm in Toronto. I'm truly in Toronto. I ate my words like a motherfucking loser. I truly said and proclaimed I would never live in Toronto again. Like, why? I don't know, because I'm a drama queen. And where am I? Literally in Toronto for the next 5 weeks. And I'm all about this wave. I feel like in 2026, like, do things that don't make sense to anybody else. Do things that make sense to you. Okay? And that's what my boyfriend and I are doing. And that is part of our catch up today. So buckle the fuck up. I think we can all agree if you are living in the winter time in Canada right now, we're going to do anything to get through this fucking shit. It is hard out here. If you listened to last week's episode, you know it was a mental health check-in. It is hard out here. February is going better than January for me, obviously. And I'm not going to get into too much of the specifics of like why my boyfriend and I are really doing this, but like you can guess. We both individually live with our parents. I work downtown. He actually does too. He only goes into the office once a week, but like we both work downtown. We've been dating for 4.5 years. We do not live together. We're not quite ready to just take that step. I have proclaimed clearly, proudly, loudly that I'll never live in Toronto again, even though I work down here and I commute and it takes up so many hours of my week. And like there was just a moment, there was just like a smidge of a breaking point. Like I said last week, there's been a lot of mental breakdowns. Okay, we're all going through it, whoever you are. I mean, if you're not, tell me how. We're just trying to survive. Anywho, and so truly last week, it was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday night. We were having a little powwow car chat, Mr. Josh Roy and I. And I was like, listen, there's gotta be an end to this challenging phase of life we've been in for the past 2 months. There has to be. And I'm like, why don't you just like rent an Airbnb downtown? And I was making this like a him thing. And I was like, you should do this. And then like I was trying to like, I sometimes try to like be like the least controlling, like clingy girlfriend ever. And then I was driving home and I was like, wait, Jessica McDonald, you need to be downtown tomorrow for work and the day after. And the day after. And then you have like a Sunday. No, it wouldn't even be a Sunday. Maybe a Saturday off. And then you have to be downtown. I was like, why would I encourage Josh to rent an Airbnb downtown and I not partake? And so then I called him back immediately on my drive home and was like, I think I should do it with you. And he's like, dude, I think you should do it with me. And we could get a way better place splitting the rent. And we were like, let's do it together. I kid you not, we booked it the next day. We moved in the day after. And honestly, like that part was my fault because the next day, like him and I were both like looking ferociously, but it worked out really beautifully. We were going to book a condo in like the King West area where my jobs are. And that's the area I say I'll never live in again. That's the area when I say I'll never live in Toronto again, that's the area I'm talking about. Tall ass buildings, loud ass sirens, just so many people, so much going on, getting in and out of an elevator, zero trees, hard to see the sky because there's so many buildings. Like that is what I mean when I say I'll never live in Toronto again. So we found a different place. And it is like not at all a far commute from my jobs. It is like kind of in between the two different areas of the two locations I work at. For one of my jobs, I'm going to be what's the word? I was in the sauna a lot today. Pardon if my brain is slow. Discreet? I'm going to be ominous. I'm going to not be direct. Well, yeah, obviously I don't want you to know where I'm living, but it is fabulous. It is an old like house vibe. It is so cool. I didn't even know you could live in these buildings on this kind of busy street, but there's the sky. The buildings are not tall. There are trees. It is pretty quiet. All I hear is the streetcar once in a while. I am having a good time. And I am like, it's hilarious. I'm crazy. I have moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is going to end. Like, I'm so upset this is going to end. Like, we need to just ask the Airbnb host if we can just live here forever. Obviously, we're not doing that. Are you crazy, Jessica? And then, I mean, if it made sense though, I would do it. If it really made sense, I would totally do it. There's reasons why we need to like only do this for 5 weeks. And then I'll have moments where I'm like, God, I can't wait to go back home. Like between you and I, like don't tell Josh. But there's moments, I've been also sick. I've been fighting a cold for my whole first week of living here. And I'm like, I miss my mom. And I miss not sharing a bed with a boy. But I love him so much and we have so much fun. And this is insane to get to like trial live together. It's like so cool. It's like, I don't know. I've done this before where I've committed to a year lease and then at some point been like, why did I do that? I don't want to live in this building. I don't like this area. I'm going to scratch my eyeballs out. So like, why would we not Airbnb or sublet or whatever? And we're Airbnb-ing for like honestly a cheaper price than what it would be to rent this place for a month. Because who the fuck is renting in the middle of February in Toronto? Do you know what I mean? All these bitches already live here who want to be here. Everyone's trying to get the hell out of Dodge and just get away from the snow. So that's the other thing. Being here, it's like, it's still winter. So that didn't take away that problem. But it's such a good change of scenery, such a good change of pace. It is challenging to record the podcast because I'm not going to record it when he's here. And he's not here right now, obviously, thank God. But like, it is... I'm like, what do I do with all this time? And I'm like, I don't know if anyone else is like this. I like obsessively book workout classes now because I can go to one of my jobs. Actually, I can go to both my jobs and take free classes. I just have to be on standby. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to this off-peak time and go to this time that's not busy. And like, oh my God, okay, then I get a free credit for this place because I work at this place. So I'm going to go to this place on this day. And then like I have credits to F45 and like my friend / my brother's girlfriend goes to F45 on this day and this day. So we're just like, Olivia and I are constantly texting each other being like, okay, I'm going to this class. Are you going to this class? Okay, I had to cancel this class, but I'm going to go to this class. It's like our workout class schedule is a part-time job and I'm obsessed with it. I haven't been working out because I've been sick and I'm so fucking annoyed. I want to go to a workout class so badly. It fixes my mental health so fast. So I'm in love. I'm having so much fun. And speaking of Olivia, like, first of all, I'm so lucky on both sides of like my brother's girlfriend and my boyfriend's sister. I just love them both so much. I feel like I have built-in sisters. I mean, maybe we're not like sister level yet, but I got built-in friends. And I'm so relieved because like my brother and I are like a year and a half apart. He's older than me. And well, my boyfriend and his sister are like 5 years apart, but her and I still like vibe hard. And it's funny, I'm recording this on Family Day weekend. And my mom was like, okay, so like me and your dad and your brother go to the cottage, which like, first of all, no plumbing, no running water, roughing it. I actually am craving it though. I do really think I should go once in the winter just because it's just like, the city is already getting to me and I've only been here for a week. I'm like, I need nature so badly. I think that's what I'm missing about my home too. But my mom's like, we're going to the cottage Family Day weekend. I'm like, uh-huh. And she's like, well, it's Family Day weekend. I'm like, Mom, last weekend was Family Day weekend. The weekend before that was Family Day weekend. I have spent so much time with my family the past 2 weeks and I love them. But it's like when you spend time with your like extended family, it's like, okay, Mom, love you. Not going to see you for a week. Okay. I'll call you in a couple days. But I'm laughing because one of the things I wanted to update you on, because I just thought it was so funny. I was talking to Josh and I was like, do you want to come to this family thing? And he's like, well, tell me who's there. Like, tell me the vibe. Where is it? How far is it? Whatever. I give him the spiel. And he's like, well, is Olivia coming? This is my brother's girlfriend. I'm like, no, she's working. She can't come. And he's like, okay, I'm not going to come. And I'm like, Already I was like, honestly, I just don't think this is like a family thing worth you coming. Like respect your partner. Don't be like one of those people who's so deeply intertwined into their limbs of their partner that they have to do everything together all the time. Like I have a cousin who like looks at her partner to make decisions. Like we're at the cottage and I'm like, do you guys want to go swimming? And they'll look at each other and be like, do you want to go swimming? I don't know. Do you want to go? Only if you feel like going swimming. Like if you don't feel like going swimming. And I literally have said to them, guys, you don't have to go swimming together. One of you can stand on the dock and watch. So like I do not subscribe to that type of couple lifestyle. Obviously, my boyfriend's out having a gorgeous time right now with his sister and his cousin and his brother-in-law. And I'm like, peace, love, harmony. I was actually a little salty when I finished work and he still hadn't called me back. It's okay. He ended up calling me and he texted me saying, miss you. But like, you know, like communication, obvs. But I'm like, live your fucking life. I can't wait to go fall asleep tonight without him. I say that. And then when I'm actually falling asleep, I struggle because I'm like, is he coming? Is he here? That noise, was that him? In an old house, there's so many noises. But coming back to this family event, I will pick and choose the ones that I'm like, you're going to have a good time, or like, you don't really need to come to this one, especially when there's people who give me a hard time about things. Some, I'm just going to be so real. It's so hard. Sometimes going to a family thing, I'm so open about my life on Instagram and on the podcast. And then it's like, I see certain family members. I'm like, I don't want you to know. Like, I don't want you to know what I'm posting. This isn't for you. You know, like this isn't for you, but you don't have a choice of really who sees and who doesn't. But anywho, I mean, 30 minutes into this family event, I got asked about why I'm not engaged, and someone made a comment about my boyfriend being brown. There, I said it. Like, we all have shitty family events sometimes. And I'm like, guys, I left that event being like, can we not just like, I don't know, talk about fun things? Why do I have to like tell you about my job or like when I think I'm going to live with my boyfriend? I don't know. And this was pre us booking this Airbnb. I'm just like, I don't want to tell you that. And so I left this family event and I was like, God, I'm just like so excited to go back to my little wellness world. I feel like I just live in this cute little wellness world and like I go to these family events and I don't drink alcohol. Maybe I took an edible and I just coast through and I'm like, wow, I just live in such a different little bubble. I like every time I go to work and I'm dealing with something, as I mentioned in a recent episode, like they are there to like support me and emotionally hold space for me and like give me a tip or a trick if I want one. And I'm just like, I leave feeling so uplifted. Family events, some are like wonderful and incredible. And some people I'm deeply obsessed with and I like love that they are my family. And then other moments I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't talk to me about my boyfriend's skin color. Like, what? Like, there are tasteful moments where we like make jokes and it lands with people you feel safe with. And then there's just out of pocket shit. And it's hard to explain that stuff too to like my close family who aren't in relationships with someone who isn't white. I am literally the only person in my family who is dating someone who isn't like, so anywho, wow, this is going down a real rabbit hole of just like, Josh, you don't need to come to this family event. You know what I mean? Like, bless him. He does not need to go. If I don't want to go, truly, I think this should be a rule of thumb sometimes with if you're going to bring your partner to something or not. Obviously, him and I like aren't married, whatever. Maybe things change when you get married, but like, I don't think they have to. If I don't want to go, why am I going to make him go? He didn't need to sign up for that. He signed up to date me, not my family, not my third cousin. Anywho, I was talking to Josh about going to this event and he's like, is Olivia coming? And I'm like, no, Olivia's not coming. We're going full circle to like 10 minutes ago when I started this story. And I'm like, no, Olivia's not coming. And he's like, well, I don't want to go if Olivia's not coming. I'm like, yeah, so fair. And he's like, Olivia's like my better half. Olivia is like his girlfriend's brother's girlfriend, you know, like his girlfriend's brother's girlfriend is his better half. And I'm like, honestly, Fucking for real. Olivia's my better half. And like, what a fucking incredible experience to just love the people your siblings are dating so much that like they get along, you get along. Olivia and I hang out all the time. Like without my brother, I will go through Olivia to make plans with my brother because my brother's so fucking hard to coordinate things with because he just like is an angry, like rude white man sometimes. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. So I'll just like schedule things with Olivia. It's fabulous. I feel like Olivia is like my brother's secretary, but in a fun way. And like, honestly, probably me, same for Josh. Like, Josh doesn't like to commit to any plans ever, basically. So, I mean, I think I even talked about this at the beginning of 2026. I was like, obviously, okay, so we're only staying in this Airbnb for 5 weeks because we're going to go home. Josh is going to have ACL surgery. And I'm like, I couldn't make any plans for 2026 because like Josh is getting ACL surgery. Oh. And now it's like, yeah, YOLO. No wonder we weren't supposed to make any plans for 2026. We would have had zero idea January 1st that by February 1st, maybe like February 5th, we'd be living in an Airbnb in Toronto. And it's like our favorite thing I think we've ever experienced. Him and I spent our Valentine's Day just cruising around the streets of Toronto, taking a little edible. We got Korean barbecue spontaneously for lunch. And we were like, oh my God, we've never experienced this not on a staycation. Like we are staycation people. We'll go to like Buffalo for the weekend, New York. We'll go to, I don't know, where else have we gone? I can't remember. There's this Allura for the weekend where you just have a little moment where you bop around. Where him and I live, you have to drive to get to each other's houses. So we're thoroughly enjoying this so far. And I was laughing too because I went to work. This is a perfect example of my wellness little world I live in. And I was talking about how I've been sick the past week. And my coworker was like, well, yeah, you haven't been resting. And I'm like, well, and he's like, you just said you took an edible and walked around the city yesterday. And I'm like, well, yes, that is what I did. True. I rested a little bit on Friday. Does that count? I'm not good at resting. I think that's something I would like to get a little bit better at, but we're working on it. I went to a nice restore stretch class after my shift today at Othership, and I really felt like I could unwind, relax, and I rest better when someone's telling me how to rest. And I get tired of holding space for people all the time because I tell people how to rest. I get it. Okay, anyway, the few other things I wanted to update you on, super random and just like not that exciting. Food things, I'm eating carrots now. Carrots. God, did my eyes need that when I was young. Not to hate on my parents. I love them so much. I really miss my mom. My mom is so good at taking care of me when I'm sick. Her and my dad cook with salt and pepper. Who wants to eat a carrot that is salt and pepper in the oven? I don't know if you do. I certainly don't. I have texture problems, very intensely, but I can eat a curry because it is so fucking seasoned that imagine a curry without seasoning. Imagine just like chicken and like mushy rice and some mushy veg. You can't consume that. But because it's spicy and it has all these delicious seasonings, it's a vibe. It's a fun time. So that is what I'm discovering in my adulthood. And not only that, but I will put weird shit together and it will make me enjoy something. Breakfast is my hardest meal of the day. But when I do eggs with onions and peppers, Josh will be like, this isn't scrambled eggs, but it's not really an omelet. It's a little bit of an in-between. And then, my mom thinks I'm so weird for this. I'll squeeze a little bit of lime juice on it and put some peanuts for some crunch and put some chipotle sauce. Oh, so good. So good. And I can't eat bread in the morning because it's too pasty for me. I feel like this also makes so much sense why I don't drink alcohol anymore. I feel like a hungover person on a regular morning. Imagine me with a real hangover. Life became challenging to just get through the minute and the hour. I just felt like absolute fucking garbage. I'm really proud of myself for being on a very long no drinking stint. I will tell you more about it when I hit my 1 year alcohol free coming up in June. Very exciting. And the last thing, I just wanted to finish off with the carrot thing. Carrots how did I cook them? I'll put them into like my ground beef rice veggie dish and they'll be good, but Josh makes them even better. He like shreds them and adds coconut, a bunch of good ass seasonings, and it's truly delicious. And I feel like this is evolving as a woman, evolving as an adult, and I'm only 24. I'm super excited for my birthday because now I'm going to be in Toronto for my birthday and I'm going to do all my favorite wellness things. But I think I'm going to make zero plans for my actual birthday day and just get to like do whatever I want, pop around the city. All right, I remember what the last thing I wanted to talk about was arguably the most fucking important thing. I'm finally getting back into my book and I have Heated Rivalry to thank. Oh my God, am I obsessed with this show? I'm so mad that when the Grammys were happening, I didn't watch this show already because I remember seeing the two main actors in the Grammys or on the Grammys or whatever presenting an award and I just like didn't know who they were. I cannot get over this show. I'm pissed off at Tell Me Lies. Tell Me Lies is just a hard. Oh, can you hear sirens? I don't know. Ben might edit the sirens out, but Ben, if you don't, it's okay. I'm in Toronto now. Those were sirens. I like can't watch Tell Me Lies anymore because I'm just mad. I'm just mad at Steven. I'm frustrated with Lucy, even though I get it. Like I've had a toxic, not a Steven level toxic, but I've had toxic men in my life. I've had a Steven, if you will. Evan is being fucking stupid. Obsessed with Brie and Wrigley, but obviously they're not going to end up together because of all the stuff we see at the wedding. So like I'm done with Tell Me Lies right now. I'm like procrastinating catching up on the new episode every week. Oh my God, but Heated Rivalry, I've already started rewatching it and because I'm like, I need to see it through the lens of how it finished now because I'm like so happy with the ending. Can you believe how good of an ending a show is and how much it can change your entire perspective on the show? If it did not end the way it ended, don't think I would have liked it as much. It has, and I put the book on hold at the library. I might go buy it. I think I have to read the book version because I'm also trying to understand from like an author perspective how human beings write stories that are this good. Obviously, the adaptation is like then on TV and there's so many layers. But I saw the two actors talking about this on like an interview and it was like, straight women are obsessed with this show because it's about like longing and desire and playing the long game and like it's so sensual and it's like there's so much anticipation on when are they going to see each other next, when are they going to hook up, are they going to develop feelings. I'm literally rewatching the whole season so that I can pinpoint the exact moment that they stop calling each other Hollander and Rosenoff, their last names, and start calling each other Shane and Ilya during sex. Like, that is how invested I am. I'm like, I need to see, because that to me symbolizes a shift in their emotional state. I'm just like, I can't. And I actually like, I feel, and I was going off to my coworkers about this, I feel like straight men, I mean, I can't speak for all straight men, but some straight men, I feel like they're so afraid they're going to watch this and get turned on and then be like, that means I'm gay. And it's like, that's not how that works. But like, I'm like, watch this, like experience, like they filmed this so well. How could you not feel something when you see these scenes? And it's making me react so intensely. And so is Tell Me Lies. And so was The Summer I Turned Pretty in the most recent season. And like people film these moments where they're reacting to such an insane level to these scenes. And I'm like, that's what I need to figure out for my book. That is what I'm going to dissect. How are we getting someone so hooked that they are so invested that they can't stop thinking about this and they have this big reaction to this TV moment? I need to write that because obviously my book's going to become a show or a film. And I'm just having so much fun and like being at this new place, Josh really encouraging me to get back into the book. Like, why would I not take advantage? I've always dreamt of going on like a retreat or like an escape in the woods in the mountains to write on my book and focus on it. It's like, yeah, but like you still got to make money and live life. So now I'm doing it in Toronto in this funky, cool looking place. And Heated Rivalry has just inspired me so much. And I will stand by this. My first draft sucks dick. It is not literally, well, also kind of, but it's literally sucks. It's so bad. And people will be like, no, I'm sure that's not true, Jessica. I'm sure it's not. Shut up. It's supposed to be terrible. It's my first draft. I had no character development. I changed every person's name, for Christ's sake. I have a weird plot. There's no like lust and love and longing. And like I'm watching Heated Rivalry now, and I'm like, the fact that their toes touched each other in that moment when they were doing an interview. That is what gives you like this that's what gets you invested. That's a moment. Okay, what else? A moment where my main character guy touches my main character girl's lower back in a subtle way. Like these teeny tiny little moments are things that like especially for women get us so hooked because we want to play the long game. And so, I mean, hello, cheers, motherfuckers. I am back. I am working on this book and I am so excited. It's going to be so different from draft 1 to draft 2 and then draft 2 to draft 3. I feel like I finally landed on my characters' names and then I'm now developing, like I'm cutting bare scenes and I'm rewriting things. And I don't know, I'm not like deep into it to the point where I'm actually like erasing and backspacing things yet, but I'm like getting some dialogue going and it's feeling so good. Like I am like, wow, okay, we're going to get somewhere with this. So hooray. Don't have a release date, obviously. Do you know how fucking long it's going to take to write this book? Hope you stick around for it though. And if you enjoy these episodes, if you enjoy like just a little shooting the shit, talking about life, I really would love if you could share it with a friend. Because honestly, how does art spread? How do these stories get to people? Because you tell your friend how fucking obsessed you are, like with Heated Rivalry and Tell Me Lies. And I remember a friend telling me when she was like, you have to listen to Call Her Daddy. And I'm like, what the fuck's Call Her Daddy? Pre it being big. Word of mouth is how shit spreads. So if you like get a giggle out of listening to me talk about random shit, it would mean the world to me if you just like told someone. And hopefully one day, I will one day be a New York Times bestselling author. So manifest, motherfuckers. Last thing, I follow an influencer on Instagram called Shayla Quinn, and she literally just posted on her Instagram stories being like, I just bought a wedding dress, and she is single. But she was like, I went to this pop-up, it was super spontaneous of my friends, and it sounds absolutely insane. It was only $100. I don't think I'll actually wear it down the aisle, but maybe for my welcome party. Maybe for cocktail hour. And she's like, call me crazy, but like also manifesting. Yeah, that's what we do. We speak it into existence and feel unapologetic about it. Thank you so much for listening. Keep up with me on Instagram with Jessica Jane. In the meantime, I'm so excited to tell you more about my book. And next week we will probably be talking about travel. And yeah, because I literally right before all this Airbnb stuff happened, I booked a ticket to the Harry Styles concert in London in the UK and haven't booked anything else. So eventually I will need to book something for that. So much for February being a save the money month. But you know what? That's not any fun. So who cares? I love you. Please subscribe if you enjoy, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.